Hello guys, welcome back to my JOJO series, and today we're gonna be finishing the combat system. But first we're gonna need to fix the summoning cooldown. When I summon and unsummon, I can summon immediately. See? So when in my last video I forgot to add in this in my unsummon function. So let's just do this real quick and it will work. Okay. Alright, it works. So and then we're gonna need to make a hit module for the damage and the effects and stuff, so we can implement new mechanics easier. I'll explain it later. For now, let's make a module script and let's create a function module hit. The first parameter is the hit, the enemy humanoid, our character, okay, and then properties. Right now, let's say we've made a lot of stands and we've made a lot of combat server scripts. So when we want to add in a mechanic, let's say, yeah, I wanna add in counters. Let's say I've made a script to check if the character is countering or not. If counter blah 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 blah, and then I need to do this for every single script. So that's inefficient. So what we're gonna do is when we hit a target, we can call the function and put in the parameters. So when we want to add in new mechanics such as blocking or counters, it can just check it inside of here and it will work fine. But you may be wondering, since we are using the module script for the damage, that means that every single combat scripts will have the same damage. Well, no, since I'm gonna make a properties table. For the properties, we can change the damage, the knockback and stuff. So yeah, we can customize it using our properties. Right, let's do something like this. Enemy humanoid take damage, properties dot damage. Let's create a table real quick. Let's create a property table. Hit properties, and then hit properties dot damage equals, let's make my damage 4, and we're gonna be adding more properties later. Let's do this. Let's have a look at this. Okay, let's require the module. Local hit module equals require game. We got the module dot hit module. Hold on, is it called hit module? Oh, it's called module script. Well, let's name this to hit module dot hit module. Let's make properties, hit properties, and let's do something like this. Hit module, hit module dot hit the hit, the enemy unit, which is the econ, our character, which is character, and the properties, just hit properties. This script is a bit messy, but I'll try to organize it. Alright, it works. So we're gonna be organizing the script right now, so it's cleaner, you know. We're gonna make a script called combo adder, add combo, name it whatever you want, and put this inside of add combo script, so it's cleaner. All right, now we can keep this. Let's see if there's anything we can clean up. Oh, we can clean up this one. We can clean up this by making params. Make the params here, and let's put this small function here. Yeah, let's put in, actually, let's put in this function above here. All right, so this is my function. Okay, there anything I can clean up? Yeah, this looks fine for now. Alright, so now we're gonna be making the knockback. Since body velocity is now deprecated, as you can see, I'm searching body velocity and there's nothing here. We're gonna be using linear velocity. So this is how linear velocity works. I'm not gonna be explaining everything about it, since this is another video about linear velocity. You can search a tutorial on this. So this is how we're gonna be using it. In the attachment, it's similar to body velocity, but it needs an attachment. So let's change the attachment to this attachment. Oh yeah, and the attachment needs to be the part that we're moving, which is the humanoid part. And then let's change the max force. It limits the amount of force that we're putting inside of here. So max force limits my vector velocity. Let's say my max force is 1, and we change the vector velocity to 1000, 0. It's not gonna be moving at 1000. Okay, right, so let's change my max force to the highest amount of max force, and let's change it to 10, and then we're gonna delete this attachment in 0.1 seconds. So that's what we're gonna be doing. Local a0, which means attachment, equals instance.new attachment, and let's add in the linear velocity, or LV equals instance.new linear velocity dot max force equals math.use LV dot velocity vector velocity equals properties dot knockback, and yeah, I think that's all. Oh yeah, the attachment 0, LV dot attachment 0 equals a0, and then we're gonna parent it. a0 to parent equals our enemy humanoid street part, enemy humanoid dot root part, and then put the linear velocity inside of the attachment 0, and then we're gonna destroy this linear velocity in 0.1 second. That item, the item LV, and the sec and the lifetime. Yeah, so game.debris is basically something like this. Task.wait, the amount of weight, so it's gonna wait the duration inside of here and destroys the item inside of here, but it's destroying it in another thread, which means it doesn't wait 0.1 seconds before continuing to print hello. Let's say hello. It's not gonna pause the script, it's gonna print it immediately. So that's why I wanted to use game.debris. Right, and then we're gonna add in the knockback properties inside of here. If combo is smaller than 5, then we're gonna have different velocities. Then knockback properties, hit properties dot knockback, since we have a knockback property right here. Knockback, see, knockback, and we're gonna change the knockback to our character, our humanoid dot root part dot c frame dot look vector. So it's gonna get our direction, but it's gonna be a unit vector. So our direction will be something like 0, 0, 1, and then we're gonna multiply it by 10. It's not a huge number, but yeah. Else we're gonna multiply it by 30. So it's gonna make them move in the direction of our look vector, which is in front of us. Then let's multiply this by 45. Let's see if this works. Let's load in our animations real quick and let's see if this works. Alright, it works. And then let's make the make the stunts. So for the stunts, we're gonna be using a module script called stun handler. There it is. Add in the script. Right. So this is how the stun works. You call the function .stun. You put in your enemy humanoid and the duration. It's gonna change the speed to 0 and the jump power to 0, and this actually saves your humanoid speed. It saves the current speed and the jump power before setting them to 0. So it's not going to set them to 16, it's going to set them to the previous walk speed. So let's put this inside of our module and let's require it. Local stun module equals require game virtual storage dot modules dot stun handler. Then we can stun our character. Stun handler dot stun our enemy humanoid, and the duration. The duration would be properties dot stun duration. Then we can do something like this. Stun hit properties dot stun duration equals 0.13 seconds would be fine. Alright, let's see if this works. Go to the dummy. Okay. See? It stuns our dummy. So then we're gonna make it so when we're stunned, we can't M1. We can't punch. Local stunned equals character get attribute stunned. If stunned and or stunned, if attacking or stunned, if our character is attacking or stunned, then it's gonna return add. So let's say when a player punches me and I'm stunned, I can't attack anymore. Let's see if this works by making a stun part. You don't have to do this, by the way. This is just for demonstration. You can skip this if you want. Alright, so I've made a script to make the part stun me when I touch it. So let's see if my script works. Alright, I touched it. I'm stunned, I can't move, and I can't punch until I'm unstunned. As you can see, I can't jump, I can't move, I can't click. Alright, so now that this works, I want to make it so my M1 is cancelled when I'm stunned. So to detect whether we're stunned or not, we're gonna be using attribute changed. So when the attribute changes, let's say the stun attribute changes, it's gonna fire the event and it's gonna connect it to whatever function you have. We're gonna do the event, do the function below everything else. Character get attribute change signal, the attribute name which is stunned, connect function. We're gonna check if the character is stunned or not. Character get attribute is stunned. If character is stunned, character attribute is stunned, then you don't need to use equals true because this is the same thing as equals true. If character get attribute stunned is true, then it's gonna stop everything. Hitbox, hit stop, and current animation stop. So it's gonna stop the M1 cancelling. Alright, let's see if this works. Right, let me load in the animations real quick. This stuns me and this unstuns me. So let's punch. See? So yeah, that works. If you don't want M1 cancelling, you don't have to make this. Let me turn off the visualizer. Turn off the visualizer. Alright, so let's add in the effects. So here's the idea. We're gonna make a function inside of here. Local function effects, right? We do stuff in here, and then we put our function in our variable, and then we call the function inside of here. F, and then I call the function here. You know why I'm doing this? So it's not going to be a pain in the ass to add in mechanics such as blocking or counter. When we hit someone and they're blocking, we don't want the effects to play. Alright, but first we need to check if the function even exists. So we're going to do something like this. If F, then if our fx function exists, then it's going to call the function. And if you don't do this, right, if you don't do this and the function doesn't exist, then there's going to be an error. So then let's remove the effects here, or we can just comment this out. Okay, I'll just remove this. There should be an error when we hit the character, when we hit the dummy. as you can see, there are errors. So that's why we need to check if the function even exists. Go back to the hit module, remove the comments, and there should be no errors when doing this. Let's add in the effects back. So I got my hit sound effect ready right here. I put this inside of my stand. It sounds like this. And let's clone the sound effects. Local SFX equals stand dot hit SFX clone. We're gonna clone it. Then we can parent it to my hit, to the hit, and then we're gonna play the sound effects and remove it once the sound effect is over. There's a function and there's an event called edit. It's gonna fire the event once it stops playing the sound effect. Once it stops playing the sound effect, we're gonna destroy the sound effect. We're gonna delete it. Alright, so the sound effect works now. I don't know why my dummy is flinked. Alright, so my sound effect works. I'm gonna make the hit particle next. Alright, so I found a particle effect, and it's inside of a part. So for our hit effect function, we're gonna put this inside of an attachment. So it's inside of one point. Let's do something like this. Alright, this looks good. And let's put this inside of my stand. Name this to hit effects. This is hit sound effects and this is hit effects. Change the rate to 0 since there's a function for particles called emit. It's gonna emit the amount of particles you want. I'm gonna emit like 20 particles. The rate is 20, and it's gonna emit the particles for like 0.1 seconds. So yeah. Alright, so here's the idea. We're gonna be making an attachment, and we're gonna parent the attachment to the hit. Called a equals instance.new attachment. We're gonna parent it later. Local effects, our particle, equals stand.hit effects. Since my particles is inside of my stand, clone, we're gonna clone it. And effects, the parent equals a. Hold on, and effects. And let's change the parent to the hit. We're gonna parent it to hit, and then we're gonna parent the effects to a, the attachment, and then we're gonna emit the effects to, we're gonna emit like 20 particles. So it'll look like this. I don't know what's up with Roblox Studio and animations not loading. It's not my script problem, it's Roblox Studio's problem. So it should look like this. These errors are not my errors, these are Roblox errors. They're not able to load these assets. I don't know why, what's up with Roblox and stuff. But it is what it is. And then we're gonna destroy the attachment after 0.1 seconds. Item A, and the lifetime is 0.1. So it should look like this. It works. Alright, and then we're gonna be adding the hit animation. So let's make an animation real quick. Alright, I found a free model animation. This is for my first hit. Okay, this is for my second hit. And this is for my fifth hit. You may be wondering where's my third and fourth hit. Well, it's because my third and fourth hit is the same as my first and second hit. Also, do not forget to change your animation priority to action. Alright, once you've got your hit animations ready, put this inside of your animations. And do some like this. Since I only have 3 hit animations, I'm just gonna check if my combo is 1 or 2. I'm gonna do something like this. If combo 1 or combo equals 3, then if combo equals 2 or combo. Then else if combo. Okay, so since I only have 3 animations, I checked if my combo is 1 or 3, then it's gonna play hit 1. If my combo is 2 or 4, then it's gonna play hit 2. If my combo is 5, then I'm gonna play 5. Since my combo 1 and combo 3 is the same animation, same goes for combo 2 and combo 4. Alright, I'm gonna do something like this. Local hit anim, we're gonna establish the hit anim variable equals nil, and then hit anim equals stand equals ehum animation unit. Well, animation is gonna load the animation stand dot anims dot hit 1, hit 2, and hit 5, and then we play the hit animation. If you only have one animation, you can just do something like this: ehum load animation stand dot anims hit 1, or whatever your name is. And if you have all 5 animations, you can just do something like this. If actually no, local anim equals stand equals ehum load animation stand dot anims your animation name. Do not copy me. It depends on what's your animation name. Let's say your animation name is punched, and then add in a space if there's a space between between the punched and the numbers, and then concatenate it using the combo or whatever your name is. I did this because I only have 3 animations. So let's see if the animations worked. Let's load in the animation real quick. Push the dummy. Alright, it worked. It works. The animation is a bit iffy, but yeah, pretty good. Alright, this is it for my video. The next video will be for barraging, and thank you for watching.